So, you've been watching too much Initial D, or maybe you've seen one too many TikToks of people sliding through parking lots, and now you're thinking, I want to drift. But hold up. Before you go buying a 700 horsepower missile that eats tires like I eat snacks at midnight, let's talk about the real first step: finding the right first drift car. You want something fun, affordable, and, most importantly, something that won't bankrupt you the first time you spin out. So today, we're counting down 5 of the best first drift cars for beginners. We'll talk about their pros, cons, and which one fits you best. Stick around till the end, because I'll help you pick the one that matches your style. From I just want to have fun to I'm building a drift god. All right, let's light 'em up. Safely, of course. Let's start with the Mazda RX-8. The car everyone warns you not to buy. You've heard the memes. Rotary engines are unreliable. It floods if you look at it wrong. The engine will break before you even buy it. But here's the truth. The RX-8 is one of the most balanced cars ever made. Seriously. When you turn the wheel, it feels like the car's reading your mind. It's light, nimble, and just dances around corners. For learning how to control a slide, that balance is pure gold. So why is it actually so good? Because the RX-8 is built different. It's got perfect 50-50 weight distribution, thanks to that tiny rotary engine sitting low and far back in the chassis. The steering feel is unreal, super direct, full of feedback, like the car's having a conversation with you through the wheel. It's lightweight, around 3,000 pounds, so it just flicks into corners without a hint of hesitation. And that rotary? It loves to rev, screaming all the way to 9,000 RPM, with this smooth, linear power delivery that's straight up addictive once you get the hang of it. No piston engine will ever give you that same feeling. It's rear-wheel drive, it's got a limited slip diff, and it's not about straight-line speed. It's about connection. Every input you give, it responds instantly. It's a car that actually teaches you how to drive, not just mash the pedal. Now, the catch, that rotary engine, yeah, it's a little needy. It drinks oil, it loves gas, and if you don't let it warm up, it'll throw a tantrum like a toddler at a toy store. But if you take care of it, keep it maintained, and give it the love it needs, it rewards you with one of the smoothest, most responsive drives out there. The best part? They're cheap. Like, find it sitting in someone's driveway for a few grand cheap. The RX-8 is the car that says, hey, I might be high maintenance, but I'll make you a better driver. It's the perfect underdog. When it works, it is the best car to own. Next up is the legendary Nissan 240SX, the car that made drifting famous long before TikTok existed. It's light, rear-wheel drive, and perfectly balanced, which makes it a dream for beginners learning to control slides. The chassis is forgiving, but responsive enough that you feel every tiny weight transfer, teaching you real car control without overwhelming you. Awesome? It's cheap, easy to modify, and there's a huge community of people who've already figured out all the tricks, so support is everywhere. Plus, it just feels right when you get it sideways. You can really learn the art of drifting without needing insane horsepower. Sketchy? Well, many of the older ones are rusty, and parts aren't as modern or reliable as some other cars on this list. If you buy a neglected one, it can bite you with suspension or engine issues. Who fits it? Anyone who wants a classic, tunable drift car that teaches you control, balance, and technique. If you want to learn how to slide properly while having fun, the 240SX is your perfect playground. Third on the list is the BMW E46. If you've ever heard someone talk about balanced handling, they were probably talking about this car. It's rear-wheel drive, almost perfectly weighted, and somehow manages to feel planted yet playful at the same time. The chassis is ridiculously well-tuned, the kind of setup that makes you feel like a better driver the moment you turn the wheel. The steering is precise, the feedback is raw, and the suspension just communicates everything that's happening beneath you. It's one of those cars that makes drifting feel natural. You don't fight it, you guide it. You can daily it all week, then hit an open lot on the weekend and get sideways without changing a thing. It's also super easy to work on. Parts are everywhere. Upgrades are cheap. And the drift community is packed with people who've already done every mod you can think of, and broken everything you're about to. It's the perfect mix of accessibility and potential. Now, it's not flawless. Older BMWs have their quirks. Rust loves these cars, especially around the rear subframe. And that subframe itself is known to crack if you're not careful. Cooling systems can be a weak point too. Neglect it, and it'll bite you. But keep up on maintenance, fix the weak spots early, and it'll treat you right. The E46 is that perfect middle ground, reliable enough to daily, playful enough to learn on, and sharp enough to make you fall in love with driving all over again. Now we're stepping up. The Nissan 350Z is the car you buy when you've decided drifting is part of your lifestyle. From the moment you sit in one, you can tell it's built for drivers. The seating position feels right, the steering feels precise, and the car just begs to be pushed. With that V6 under the hood, you've got torque for days. You tap the throttle, and the rear wheels are like, say less. It's a powerful car, but not so much that it'll bite your head off. The 350Z feels planted and confident, especially at higher speeds. That wide stance gives it tons of stability, which is great when you're learning to link corners or hold long drifts. Now, yes, it's heavier than some of the others, and the clutch can feel like leg day every time you drive it. Fuel economy? Don't even ask. But when you get it sideways and feel that balance between power and grip, it's pure joy. For the ones who want to take drifting seriously, it is the best. Finally, let's talk about the twin brother of the Nissan, the Infiniti G35. It shares the same engine and platform as the 350Z, but it's got a completely different vibe. Instead of being raw and aggressive, the G35 is smooth, comfortable, and a little fancy. It's the kind of car that lets you pull off a clean drift, then quietly drive home with the AC on and your favorite playlist bumping. Because it's heavier, it's a little more forgiving. That extra weight makes it smoother when it slides. You don't have to react as fast, and that makes it great for beginners who want to learn in comfort. Sure, it doesn't feel as sharp as the Z, and if you accidentally buy an automatic, you're not going to be doing much drifting. But the manual version's perfect mix of comfort and chaos. It's reliable, it's stylish, and it won't kill your back during a long drive. The G35 is for the driver who wants to learn to drift and look good doing it. All right, so there you have it. 5 awesome starter drift cars that'll get you sideways without sending your bank account into a wall. Whether you're wrenching on an old 240 SX, revving the life out of an RX-8, or cruising in a comfy G35, the key is the same: seat time. Doesn't matter how much horsepower you've got or how flashy your build looks, what really counts is how well you can control that slide. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like, hit subscribe, and let me know in the comments which car you'd pick as your first drift build. Till next time, keep chasing the joy of driving.